Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Beers and Bullshit. And this week we're getting crazy here as we have Raze Energy Drink sponsor and, friend of Mr. Andrew Pribble, fan of the show, Bryce Johnson on tonight. Bryce, how you doing?
Pretty good. I just want to point out, not sponsored. I am a featured ambassador and a independent distributor for the area.
So he is a essentially an independent salesman. Is
Yes.
essentially what you guys do for Raze. You go around this company who has completely a different business model than, any other drink, really. The only thing I can compare it to, and this is a very off comparison, is Amway salesmen sell energy drinks sometimes. And so, even then, this is 100% what you do for a living is you push, an amazing energy drink, because I'm already halfway through the strawberry lemonade here.
That's the newest flavor that I have in stock. It's so good. It's super sweet. They're going to make it a summer edition. Hopefully it's going to be released again next summer. That's my hope. Otherwise, they're going to come out with something new. But yeah, man, Raze is out of Ocala. They've been around for about 3 years, and they just completely changed how they run energy drinks. Everything's online. You don't see it advertised out on billboards. You don't see them, out running newspaper ads. This is just straight. Everything's online for them between Instagram and Facebook. They're just constantly on the social networks.
And we'll kick it over to you, Mr. Andrew Pribble, as a Raze addict yourself.
I can't get enough of them. So I buy cases at a time, sometimes two. I've pushed the product onto a bunch of my coworkers. It's a really good tool in the sales force because there's no crash to them, and they keep you going even when you're at your wit's end. So I don't know. I like several of the different flavors. I just there's not one that I don't like. They don't make a bad flavor out there.
Oh, that's fantastic. No, because obviously being in sales, as you are now, at the zenith almost, because independent distributing of any sort of product is incredibly hard. You know what I mean? We get the product essentially, sat down, filled up, gassed up, polished and shown ready for us,
Right.
as car salesmen, which we've mentioned maybe once or twice or 1,000 times on the show. But, at the end of the day, you are going out there in the community and you're like, hey, buy my product, And essentially, you have to be a believer in it, obviously.
Yeah, so when I first signed up for Raze, they have a long process of getting accepted before you even become an ambassador so that you can actually start repping the drink. And Raze is actually it's underneath the mother company of Rep Sports. And so Rep Sports, I have access to all of their stuff from their pre-workout. They have recovery. They have a bunch of apparel. They have muscle builders. They have protein and food. They got a protein popcorn.
It's delicious.
It's absolutely delicious. I don't know how no one's come up with the idea yet, but they made it work.
I know. I've seen some interesting protein supplements, and I like them, but the popcorn's got me intrigued. I could possibly just jump right to the top of the list. I'm a man of my specialty corns myself. We have candy popcorn like M&M, Twix. As Pribble knows, it's a small little snack before the Beers and Bull crew gets rocking and rolling. So, yeah, that immediately piques my interest because you already have me at energy drinks, but now it's wait, popcorn?
Protein popcorn,
Protein
man.
popcorn.
No, I think it's really cool. There's another thing that he had me test out, and it was like a rehydrator that he used, and I think he's actually using it right now, but it was the best hangover cure I have ever had in my entire life.
So that is a beer-based podcast, where we hardly ever drink beer anymore,
right.
But we are sponsoring a hangover cure.
Yes,
so
100%.
Yeah,
These
Friday
guys are
night
awesome.
got your lights out. What is the hangover cure talking about here? The hydrator, obviously, it's including, water at the very base.
It's a
of the
hydrator,
thing.
man. It's like a giant manned energy-sized Pedialyte. No more going down to Walmart or Family Fare, your local grocery store, and
Getting
buying
those fucking
baby
looks from Karen and her
Pedialyte.
17 little demon offspring.
Exactly. You don't want to be stealing the kids' stuff. This is made for you when you just get done working out and you just want to rehydrate everything you just sweated out, so you're not just completely lacking. Or, like Pribble said, phenomenal hangover cure.
Yeah. So endorsed for workouts, sub-endorsed for hangovers. It sounds like an all-in-one supplement to me. Sounds like you're hitting the gym, you're pounding one of these bad boys, you're going out, probably helping the hydration, a little bit of alcohol retention, probably pre-helps the hangover there. And then the next day, when you wake up, grabbing your clothes, you're trying to sneak out before, Oh, never mind. You're at home by
Yeah,
yourself, right?
100%.
Right.
All the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, you get out to your car and you slam home one of these. You drive around the block one time because you're still at home.
Yes.
You're still at home.
Absolutely.
All right, let's
We haven't
remember
left
this.
the property at
Yes,
all.
yes. Casual sex is dangerous, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Yes. But after a night of hooliganery and shenanigans, go ahead and pop yourself a Raze Hydrator too. It works just all in one. I mean, it works 2, 3, 4 times in the day.
See, that's what's nice about these Raze energy drinks is they have the rapid hydration built into them, so you don't even have to step down just to the recov. So if you look on the front of your can there, it'll say rapid hydration.
I already feel more hydrated, but I'm also like, well, now 2/3 down through this. I was like, yeah, strawberry lemonade, hook it up. So what are some of the other flavors that we're going to be trying later on here in the episode? I know obviously we have them displayed right here.
Yeah, so I brought in 6 flavors for you guys. Well, 7, but somebody stole one, so we'll just misalign that. So they got 12 flavors total right now, and I brought in 6 for you guys to try. I brought in the Galaxy Burst, the Guava Mango, South Beach, Grape Bubblegum. Trust me, it's a lot better than it sounds. Grape Bubblegum. At first, I was like, but then you think of like Big Top.
Okay.
Big Chew,
Yep.
bubble gum, old school baseball bubble gum. It's really
Okay.
good.
It's
And
Almost
then
identical. It's insane.
Because I'm not going to lie, a little skeptical here. I've never liked a bubblegum based energy drink, so I'm
Exactly.
excited to try
That's
that
where
one.
I
I'm
was
like, all right,
confused,
challenge
too.
accepted.
and then Apollo, and then strawberry colada.
All
Strawberry
right.
colada. Nice strawberry coconut, nice and creamy.
Hear that, gentlemen and ladies?
Creamy.
Creamy. The strawberry for the nice fruity sensation, the cream to just wash it all down at the end of the day. Well, that is anything else to kind of, promote for Raze. Obviously, we're going to get into the taste test later. We got a couple of segments planned ahead, but, obviously taking the time here, to always shout out the boys. No free promotion, even though we don't ever charge for it. But, we always want to lift people up on a platform, support things that we support, and, just kind of help out.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, I'll leave you some links you can drop in the title below. It's going to be a couple ambassador packs that are only available if you get them from an ambassador. So I'll give you the links. One of them is $9.99. It's going to get you 4 of the most popular Raze flavors plus a little couple add-ons, and it's $10. It gets you in the door if you're skeptical and you just want to try it and you don't want to put a bunch of money into it and you just want to see what they do. That's the best way to go. They also have their ambassador rep sports option, which is $84.99, and it sends you everything. It sends you their whey, it sends you their Broken Arrow, which is their pre-workout, it sends you a whole bunch of their products to try for $84.99, and it's like $164 value.
So that sounds like a really good value for your buck right there.
A lot of bang for your buck right
Absolutely.
there. But we're not endorsing anything that started in the beginning. We're talking big raise for your buck right
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah, raise
Yep,
for your
yep.
buck. All right, as well, promoting, obviously, the brand Fishing Elephant Media here, the parent company that I nonsensically made up one afternoon. Actually, it was like 10:30 in the morning. I don't even know where the fuck the name came from.
know.
But, obviously, shouting that out there. Shouting out Mr. Mike Pyle from American Family Insurance. Go get yourself insured. Go get yourself protected. Mike Pyle backs the boys, and he will back you, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, this is Beers and Bullshit. We can do some weird news of the week if we have time, but I feel like it's been a second, and we're going to bring back a little DeathMonster DeathMatch. So, if you are tuning in for the first time, DeathMonster DeathMatch started for us as just completely like historical, mythical figures that we were kind of placing off in a deathmatch. Now it is pretty much turned into celebrity deathmatch, but I like the name better. Rules are, there are no rules. One person's got to win. One person has to die. Here we go for the first one. We got a couple of powerhouses, gentlemen, to open up the card here. Pribble, it was your idea. Why don't you go ahead and take it from here?
All right, so this is my proposed question. Who would win in a fight? Goro from Mortal Kombat or the Incredible Hulk?
It's tough. That's tough.
See, I would like to think Hulk, because Hulk is extremely overpowered. If we're looking roughly the same size here, Goro gets beaten by average humans all the time. At least when I'm playing average humans. Like Johnny Cage versus Goro. Now, don't get me wrong, he is hard to defeat. And Goro in idea is overpowered, but dude, Hulk's the fucking Hulk.
I mean, he's got some crazy, strength, but at the same time, I've literally watched Goro on multiple video games rip people in half, and I feel like that strength kind of carries over into this fight. And if he can get all 4 hands on him at one time, I don't know. I don't know that that's going to be too good for the Hulk there.
Dude, the Hulk can literally like deflect bullets. Okay, Goro takes bullets, doesn't kill him, but from Sonya Blade, like whenever she uses her like gun attacks and what is it like the 9th Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
he takes them. He takes that damage. They literally bounce off of Hulk. So point for toughness, I think you got a 9 in Goro, but you got like a 10 in the Hulk, maybe even
All right.
an 11 there. Maybe.
I'll concede that. Bryce, what are you thinking?
So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it, Hulk is pretty much unkillable, invincible, absolutely unstoppable, just gamma created, right? He's not a species, whereas Goro is, 500+ year champion of the Mortal Kombat reign, and they thought he died, and now all of a sudden he's back. So, I mean, that's going to be a legacy on its own. Like, if you can live for so long and be so strong and carry a championship for that long, like, you've got to have some fight. I don't know if the Hulk is fully defeatable, but if you could knock him out, I mean, if you can knock him out and turn him back into Banner, I think you got yourself a winner.
I mean, yeah, that's the one weakness we really haven't focused on at all here, Cole. The fact that he can get knocked out and put back into Banner mode, and then he's like Goro would just basically step on his head. So, I mean, that's a really good point that I didn't even think about.
I was thinking about that the entire time, and I'm just like, nope, you chose Team Hulk. Stick on it, stick on it. I knew that one was coming too, because obviously that's a big if. I'm going to go ahead and still stick with Hulk because that is once again a big if. But Goro, I think, also has, like technique, mentality. Obviously, when Bruce Banner goes into the Incredible Hulk, he doesn't exactly have the highest
It's just
IQ.
full rage.
Yeah, exactly. He's very rage-driven. I think if Goro can actually use something he doesn't usually have to utilize, not saying he doesn't have, but if he uses his intelligence and his smarts, that is where I think Goro can win this fight.
I mean,
but
he
I'd
is
still pick the
technically a
Hulk.
martial artist. I mean, so he's
Yes.
gonna have some fighting technique to him too. So, and I don't know, 2 giant fists hitting you in the jaw at the same time might just do it. I don't know.
I'm going to have to lean towards Hulk here. I mean, even if Goro gets the chance to turn him back into Banner, knock him out, whatever, choke him out, the problem is Hulk will save Banner.
Yep.
No matter what cost.
Exactly, like that. There's that bottom line instinct that's just going to kick in, and even if he's about to be ripped into half, Goro holds him up over his head. Boom.
All right.
You got the big green guy back.
And this is something that I was kind of holding back because I do actually think that the Hulk is going to win. And my reasoning behind that is he literally kicked the crap out of a god in
Yes.
Ragnarok.
Yep.
That should make all of the points in the world.
And that's canon.
That's kind of where I'm gonna lean to. Is I'm gonna say the Incredible Hulk is the winner for me.
Point to the big green guy.
I mean,
All
you're
right.
talking human fights versus godly fights. I mean, just in that aspect, the Hulk's got to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so I will let you go ahead. Bryce, you brought up the one that we were kind of talking about beforehand. So what is your proposed death match?
So I'm not going to do DeathMonster DeathMatch. I'm going to kind of just throw it out there. I'm thinking a little more like hero-ish. What if we did like Brad Pitt's Achilles versus Xena?
Ooh.
Xena Princess Warrior.
All right.
Immediately, Xena. I'm not gonna lie. I'd pick Xena because Achilles is obviously unbeatable. I mean, he's as strong as he is fast and everything. But once again, who the fuck takes an arrow to the heel and dies? I mean, like I'm
Completely
just saying,
dies.
Yeah, completely
Yeah,
dies.
like,
Like it's not like that makes him human and then he gets his head chopped off afterwards. No, it is that one injury that -3 in 100 health bar that, like, yeah, sure, and it, takes you down. Obviously, an Achilles tear takes out players for the entire NFL season, but I mean, kills you. Like, that's just such a risk reward, and I feel like Xena walking in, you got to have that kind of knowledge.
Well, and the fact is that Xena is a tactical Amazon warrior that knows how to expose weakness. So, I mean, her taking on that heel, that's going to be like a no-brainer, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I mean, not to say Achilles doesn't have a shot here, but I still think when we're talking that, how do you win? You kill somebody who's more killable. Achilles.
Yeah, Amazon warrior. Yep, that's all I'm going to focus on there.
I mean, Achilles is a demigod, though.
He's 98% invincible.
Well, let's give it like 99.2%.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very small skin tag to be just throwing an
true.
arrow in.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he's not rocking Crocs that day. Maybe he's rocking high tops with a little bit of a metal back on it.
Combat
Okay,
boots.
so if we're rolling that way, then like Amazon warriors are based off of the god Artemis's children, correct? So when we can pull that in here, if we really want to go down that road, I mean that's also a thing. So
They're both technically of Greek mythology, then.
Yes.
yeah, and so I mean if we really
They're
want to focus
both
that
of
way,
godly.
they're very perfect. They're a pretty good match, but because he has the weakness that'll actually kill him out the gate, and with Xenon having the kind of skill and technique that she does, I think I'm still gonna just stand behind my gorgeous, lovely Amazon warrior.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to stick with Xena as well, just with the knowledge of Achilles already having that weakness. And again, even, let's say she doesn't know that weakness. It's very findable. With a swipe of the leg, you could catch it, and it would be hurtful. So it would be findable. And whereas Xena has yet to really show much of a weakness.
Exactly. Xena has not been killed. So, just saying. I mean, Achilles, technically, if we're going to actually look at the Iliad, he didn't, like, this wasn't the movie Troy. Now we are taking Brad Pitt's Achilles, but, like, historical Achilles died, like, halfway through the fucking war. It was because Paris was a horrendous shot. Paris wasn't trying to incapacitate him. He was trying to shoot for the head and then fucking whiffed. All right? In a city. Can you imagine, like, Paris, side tangent here. Paris is one of the biggest pussies in all of history. Seriously, you are sitting here. You got a man who cucks another man's fucking wife, who literally kidnaps her across the fucking sea. I mean, of her own will, obviously, but fucking Stockholm Syndrome there. And then you're talking about Troy. Historically, the greatest long shot archers of all fucking time. And he sucks. He is a prince. Now, granted, the fucking king, I forget his dad's name off the top of my head, but the king literally had like 1,000 sons in like actual history. It wasn't just Harry or Hector and fucking Paris, all right? Like, there's a lot of kids there, but how the fuck are you the son of a king and in a city that is
And are
known
not trained
for
in
archery?
combat, in any combat.
You
Like,
don't,
dear God.
get even proficient. I mean, the fact that you're missing by that much margin, that just, I don't know, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, spend less time eating pussy and spend more time with a bow and fucking arrow, dude. Seriously.
Get good.
Yeah, get good.
Get good, then get laid.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, kids.
So, but and that's the man who took Achilles out. So we're gonna trail back to here. I'm gonna vote for Xena as well. I think that's a 3-0 sweep right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, last one here. This is gonna be interesting. A little bit of mainstream appeal here. We have the final DeathMonster DeathMatch. We have Master Chief of the Halo video game series versus Batman. Bum, bum, bum.
This was tough for me, man. This was tough. I mean, because you think about it, Batman is trained with the League of with the League of Shadows by Ra's al Ghul. Like, that's a tough to defeat to begin with, and then to successfully be trained there and then leave freely. That's not something that just happens to anybody.
No.
And building off of that, if you keep following through, he literally takes on Superman, the Man of Steel, the one weakness champion of the DC comic world. And he's able to basically take him head to head, even though he doesn't have any superpowers. He's able to outsmart him and go toe to toe, if not win. It's still debatable. We won't get into that. But you know, if you no, but if you really think about that, like that gives him a lot of strength in this fight. But I want to bring up one thing that is really, you know, a big deal about Master Chief. I mean, he's kidnapped as a small child.
6.
You know,
6 years old.
Kidnapped away from his family, conditioned and trained mentally, physically, broken physically, and then modified to the point of having superhuman strength and superhuman quickness and abilities, and then given a godly like suit to run around and just be a badass with.
Well,
So-
and I think when you're looking at the physical ability, because in canon, Batman is literally the strongest, quickest, fastest person alive, like reaction time, just movement speed, whatever, you know, combined with strength that you can humanly possibly be. That's why he keeps up with the superheroes. He's Usain Bolt running the 40-yard dash with, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger strength in the 70s, like, you know, combined with fucking cheetah-like reflexes and agility. Like, that is Batman. So, like, I think I'd put him on the same train. There is one thing, though, that is going to hold Batman back against Master Chief, and that's a fucking gun. No, right? Like, I'm breaking this one down. I'm going Master Chief right off the bat here because, dude, he's equipped with a goddamn assault rifle. Right off the bat, Batman willingly shows a portion of his face. You're telling me, in probability and statistics, if Master Chief starts spraying the motherfuckers, and let's remember, you start out with like 60 in the clip, and then you got like another 360 rocking on backwards in that bitch, all right? You're telling me out of 420 bullets, he is not going to get Batman if there's a little bit of range there? Master Chief, dude, this is a fucking death match.
I mean, and to just build off of that, not only does he have a gun, but he's also got an energy shield.
Yes.
That protects him before his health bar even gets touched. So you're talking about even if Batman somehow pulled out like a batarang and like was trying to get a lucky shot off to try and like get there, he's got to get through a full-on energy shield before he can ever even like get there.
Now, if we're dropping like Master Chief, the man, no suit against like Bruce Wayne, like
yeah, like toe-to-toe and underwear.
And, yeah.
Just toe-to-toe and their skivvies. I'd definitely give it to Batman.
Yeah, but we're talking Master Chief versus Batman, not, Master Chief, non-suited versus Bruce Wayne. I have to give it to Master Chief because, once again, it's an extremely, shitty hack here, but gun.
I can totally, I get that, but I also want to, like, just throw this out there.
Batman has toys.
Tactics and toys and being able to make something that is literally the kryptonite, pun intended, to whoever he's facing, he's got the brains there to just make himself still a fair fight. I don't care if he's got a gun. There's gonna be, I mean, even when he went with Superman, he had the full face shield with the metal and like the light up with the heat sensing and all of that. He could literally withstand his laser eyes. Like, those are all pieces of the puzzle you also have to kind of think about, is that he made it to where he'll just outlast you. He'll kill you by just basically outliving you before you'll ever get to him, because that's just kind of the mentality that Batman has. And he's got enough money to back his resources up to the point where he can do it.
So you're saying the Batflack is the one that you're choosing here for your Batman representative?
I'm not even.
I mean, I'm not like going Adam West here, but shit, like
I'm not choosing that, but I'm talking about like the technology that he had and the
let's say
that he had.
Let's say time frame here, because time frame Halo's popularity roughly 2003 to now, but still like around the time they were starting up that new Batman. So Christian Bale's Batman versus Master Chief. Then who you got?
That is Master Chief.
Yeah,
I mean that's
what I'm saying is like you have to up. Yeah, you know what? If they juiced up Master Chief a little bit too, there'd be a little fucking fair competition with the Batflack. But it's also Ben Affleck inside that goddamn suit. So I don't know if I'm trusting strategy and tactics to the guy. Yeah.
I don't know. Batman's just so intelligent, and obviously he has the money to back himself. He pretty much creates every piece of tech that he has to defeat a specific subject. So to say that Batman couldn't defeat Master Chief, I think is a long shot. It would definitely be close. I'd definitely give Master Chief probably a 6 out of 10 versus, Batman's 4. But if it was, again, toe-to-toe, Batman have it.
Oh, yeah, Batman has that in a straight-up just fist fight.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we're torn depending on the circumstances. Is that to clarify?
It all depends. I mean, if they're armed toe to teeth with every freaking gadget and gun that they have, I mean, you think about it, like, Master Chief has survived 3 different wars. What's Batman done? Survived the Joker? Survived Mr. Freeze? Sorry, Arnold? Like, how serious can it be? I mean, he hasn't survived any wars. Bane was about the closest thing he ever got to defeating anything in a war. Was Bane.
Bane still whooped that ass though.
Yeah.
I mean, he walked him for a hot minute.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I guess just hot off the cuff, I'm gonna say that in a head-to-head, all utilities and all areas included, I'm gonna go with Master Chief.
Yeah, I gotta agree, Master Chief.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So there we go. We've got it figured out.
Fair enough. All right. Well, rocking and rolling on here. We are going to get to the Raze taste test here in a second, but there's a couple of really fucking weird news stories. And we're not going to do a whole weird news of the week, but I do want to touch on something. And this is, I think, something I even joked about when I was out in Vegas about Californians. And just
how weird
shit they are. Is. But here's the news story, ladies and gentlemen. In California and in other high-income in middle high-income areas, in areas such as Phoenix, Arizona, my old stomping grounds of Las Vegas. I'm assuming not so much Henderson, but more like Summerlin area, this is going to be a thing. Middle and high-class drug dealers are now marketing their cocaine as ethically sourced cocaine. Essentially, we're going to back this one up here. Apparently, for the long time, drug trading has been bad, ladies and gentlemen. They have taken people, paid them little money to no money, enslaved them. Essentially just been, I don't know, bad people doing bad things. Fucking shocker. So, now, to turn the world into a fucking Amazon workforce, now there is now apparently cocaine plantations who pay workers fair wages, and I would assume health insurance benefits, maybe some stock options. I have no idea how this works. How do you ethically source cocaine? That's going to lead to another question here of how do you ethically source other drugs? But let's start with cocaine because, I mean, what is an ethically sourced cocaine operation?
I don't know. Are you supplying a 401k, a health plan? Are you supplying, I don't know, maybe
probably need dental in that.
at least dental.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Are they just supplying schools for the kids? Is this Rio from Fast Five? You know what I mean? This is like, how ethical is this? Like they say it's ethically clean, but does that just mean they're supplying clothes to their workers or?
Yeah, this is Tito. Instead of getting paid by the bag, we actually pay him a fair hourly wage. His delivery hours are from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. That's the cocaine ethical 9 to 5 right there.
Yeah,
because who the fuck's buying it? Well, there's a lot of people buying coke at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but... Yep, he gets Saturdays and Sundays off. He's got to work a Saturday like once a month. That's all. But we pay overtime. We pay double time. I'm like, how is this working out here?
Housing option, in the villas. Yeah.
But
health benefits include bullets.
Yeah. You still have to cut coke in just your underwear, though.
Arm protection,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guarded at all times from the bad guys.
All you can think about is like 50 Cent from Get Rich or Die Trying when they're like running that cocaine empire, but it's like, okay, everybody actually gets paid decently well in this, which, I mean, I'm sure there's people in the cocaine trade that get paid well, like the dealers, the suppliers, but there's a lower level to this where people are just like, I'm just like, okay, people are also dying over this. So how does that work? Is it ethically sourced in the fact that you now have HR? How does HR look?
Interesting HR job. I don't know. That's crazy.
Escobar Enterprises, this is Milena. How can I help you? Yeah, this fucking bitch Therese was down there. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to watch your language now. Well, this female coworker of mine, Therese, keeps stealing a little bit off the top every single time and cutting it with extra baking soda. Well, I think we're going to have to call a conflict resolution seminar to go ahead and work this out. And everybody, please wash your hands before and after, dear God, before you walk into the room. Yeah, just the entire seminar. Just sitting there snotting them back.
I can't sit still.
Yeah, that is just bonkers to me. And they're bunny trailing my second one here. How do you ethically source other drugs? Like for meth, are you buying your Sudafed at Whole Foods? Are you buying it at Target instead of Walmart because you don't support?
Yeah, you got to get the organic kind, and you can't go to Walmart because everyone knows that leads to communism. You have to source it from your local pharmacy. You got to go down there to the Ma and Pa store, go in, talk to Pa, buy condoms, go to dinner with his daughter, and then source your Sudafed.
That's how you ethically source meth, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess we solved that one.
Only in small towns.
Only in small towns where there's one pharmacy. God, yeah, you guys must have a lot of people there in Winchesterton, Fieldsville, Iowa. All 700 people. Yeah, there's no fucking cold medicine anywhere.
Nice reference.
Yeah,
I got it.
No, that one cracked me up because I'm just like, I mean, how everything is. Like, how just fucking...
That's so California.
I know. Every time I think of California now, I think of the South Park episode where everybody's just sniffing their goddamn farts the entire time. I'm like, that is California. We're so proud of ourselves. It's so, baseline just fucking stupid and fake. I'm sorry. Peace out to the Californians there. I've been on a California podcast before. Shout out Christian Montoya from Backyard Babble. But he kind of feels the same way, dude. There's a lot of just dipshit people in California that are, thinking they're just doing nice on the surface. And it's like, good for me.
I'm going to pat myself on the back today.
Yeah. Should we go do mimosas at 11? We should go do mimosas.
As long as we save one turtle. That's all that matters.
All right, so terrible service story of the day here. My last day of Yard House, a woman tossed a straw at me. when I gave her a straw for her drink. She tossed it back and she said, "Don't you know that people waste plastic and they throw it into the oceans, and then the plastic from that, it gets to sharks and dolphins and baby turtles, and it chokes them to death."
Can I spin off on that real quick? Because we're talking already weird news, so I'm just going to bring up more weird news. So today, I heard a news story. Scientists have found that cows' stomachs can actually break down and process plastic.
That's a game changer. I've not heard that.
That's insane.
My only problem is who the hell is buying freaking Rubbermaid cows steaks?
Seems a little rubbery.
Yeah.
Is the first impression. I'm just like, well, there goes like all the.
The good news is
tender.
it's sealable. Self-sealable.
Comes
Classic
in both
wrapped cows.
black and white colors.
Comes in multiple colors.
Weird news. Let's finish out one more story here. Let's go on Reddit again. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Huffington Post is where we first used to get it. UFOs are real. We already know that one. Man with coronavirus disguises as wife on an Indonesian flight. Okay, that's a good one. Let's break this one into a little bit. Yeah, the man apparently went into a little bit of shock on the plane because, you know, he had the Rona. And, he was trying to get the fuck out of the country, and he disguised himself as his wife so he could leave.
So he left her in the country?
I would assume so.
Or they were twins sitting next to each other on a plane. Hi, I'm Tina. I'm also Tina.
He bought a plane ticket with his wife's name and brought the identity card. And he got the vaccination card of his wife too, and you know, because she tested negative for it and everything, so he must have had her get tested beforehand as a failsafe. When he tested positive, he merely just pulled a Medea and you know just fucking switched sexes there. Huh?
That's some real Mrs. Doubtfire shit right there, man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Shit, Big Mama's airplane ride. Goddamn. Yeah.
Pimp my plane.
It makes you just think of Soul Plane right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Soul Plane.
Such a funny show.
Oh man.
Well, there we go for weird news of the week. As we are, we're approaching about the 30-minute mark, just a little past here. Well, yeah, let's get into some taste testing here, and we will break down a little bit of Raze flavors here. So I know you brought the little cups and everything.
I did bring small little cups. I have a problem though.
Yes.
There's only 3 of us. Then there's 6 drinks. And the recommended dosage a day, because it's 300 milligrams of caffeine, is 1.
I've had 2 of them today.
We discussed this before. I think, Andrew, I almost shit myself. And you're like, yeah, you're supposed to only have like 500 milligrams of caffeine a day. I'm like,
so there's a calculator somewhere online that tells you how many you can have before you actually die, and it's like 14.6. So I think we'll still be in the good area there, because I had one this morning as well. So this is going to be like my second and third. But I'll break out the cups.
There we go. Let's break it down. Break it down. It's about to get dangerous in here. But just to disclaim, it's only because of the pure caffeine and what caffeine does to your body. These do still contain caffeine, ladies and gentlemen. So
they also have amino acids and electrolytes.
Yeah, it is. It is only for the caffeine problem. Everything else is not really a problem. I mean, this is zero crash. It is a slow release caffeine, so you don't get the jitters right away. You don't get it. You get a nice lift up, a nice high, and then it comes down really nice and smooth. So you got no crash, no sugar, 0 carbs, 0 cal. It is gluten friendly for those of you that matter or think that matters. So this first one we're going to try is going to be Galaxy Burst. It tastes like Nerd's Rope. I kind of think it tastes more like strawberry or Starbursts. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I can see the Nerds Rope hands down, because being a fat kid, I'd shoveled those down. So I can definitely see the
Nerds Rope. Nerds Rope. It is actually very tasty.
I'm tasting hints of everything fruity.
Oh yeah, everything fruity. But they just bring it all around to a nice one flavor.
No, that is really good.
If you got like the green and the pink Nerds though, and just like split both of them together and then emptied it into your hand, like took a handful of that. That's kind of what this reminds me of.
Is there another way to eat Nerds? asking for a friend.
You know, my sister will only eat one color at a time.
Okay, well, you know the signs of a psychopath, don't you?
She's my sister. I've known that from an early age.
Eating one
Sorry,
nerd
Allie.
at a time, it's like eating like one M&M at a time and expecting them to taste different. Or one Skittle at a time, even though they do.
I like the blue one. That one's my favorite.
I just like the green M&M. She's thick as fuck.
I don't know. Brown's pretty sassy.
Oh, dude, yeah, Brown got some
Oh,
edge
yeah.
to her. Yeah,
She's got some snap.
that's true.
She got
Or
some
the yellow
sass.
one, because like me, he's a complete dumbass. So.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this next one's going to be guava mango. This is right out of the gate, one of my probably #1 flavors that I enjoy personally.
I do appreciate me some guava, especially from back in the Le Hookah times. Cashmere guava slaps. To
Guava
this day.
and then mango on top of it, bro. Just the guava and the mango. Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Very
See,
nice.
ladies and gentlemen, how it's clear. It's not
All
packed
completely
with,
clear.
This
sugar.
is awesome.
Yeah.
And don't worry about making sure it's in the fridge. If you ever leave this thing out, all you have to do is pour it over ice, and it tastes just as good, if not better. It's absolutely delicious on ice.
I like the mango guava. I like that.
It
one.
is.
Yeah,
That's
the Nerd
one of
Rope
my
is good,
favorite.
but that mango guava slaps right there.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
it's good. So, the little beat of it being a health conscious energy, but the mango guava with some tequila is incredible.
I bet. No, that sounds amazing.
It's incredible.
That sounds amazing.
These drinks are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they're just, the flavor is so good. I mean, you could do probably half and half with vodka, tequila, anything else clear, like white rum. White rum I was doing for a long time with these, and you just can't even taste the rum. It's dangerous, because then you're getting 300 milligrams of caffeine on top of your half a freaking 16-ounce glass of liquor.
I'm sure the Surgeon General is about to have a fucking heart attack right now watching
Or a
this.
brain aneurysm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
straight.
Man, you're not supposed to mix energy drinks and alcohol.
Talk to Red Bull. They started it.
Yep. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
Jägermeister or Monster.
So this next one is, this flavor came out in March. It's called South Beach.
This is one I haven't had yet.
Tastes like cocaine and bad decisions.
It's supposed to taste like Miami beaches.
Miami bitches or beaches.
Either.
Yes.
Depends on how sweaty and suntanny they are.
Yeah.
Depends on if they put on their
Is
banana
it
boat
Friday night or
lotion.
Saturday afternoon?
Depends on if they put their banana boat lotion on. So this one's going to be like a pineapple lime coconut.
God, it's like I'm back in Vice City already.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Oh, God,
GTA, you want to rob a car, shoot up a bank.
Tommy Vercetti in his shitty green shirt. I played way too much Vice City as a kid. Like, it's not even one of the better like Grand Theft Auto games, but it's probably one of my most played. San Andreas actually obviously sits at the top, I think, for any Vice City game.
Yep.
Yeah, so super
Theft Auto.
excited they pinged. This pineapple is perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I like that.
This
yeah.
is really good. I haven't, like I said, I haven't had this one. I've had the first two, but I haven't had this one at all. And holy cow, this is you were talking it up, and I didn't really.
I told
believe
you, man.
But holy cow,
This
is
took over
awesome
number
again.
2 for me.
I was about to say there's some shitty brand I don't remember the name, nor do I care to, that has like a South Beach style flavor.
Yes.
It's like a Miami one, and it's just way too creamy. It's way like there's too much like actual sugar in it. It's just it doesn't taste right. This one actually tastes crisp yet fruity with that sweetness in there that you do expect, but it's not overwhelming at the same time.
That's the cool thing about these Razes is that like. For me, even if it is like room temperature just a little bit, you pour it over a little ice like Bryce was saying, and it keeps the same crispness no matter what temperature you got it at it's being stored. It just keeps it there, and that's just awesome.
And like I said, the carbonation in the cans, it's got really light carbonation. It's nothing over the top. If you shake it up, you'll get a little bit of fizz, but nothing like shaking up a Coke. You're not going to have that huge explosion there. But they offer a lot of these Raze canned flavors in the on-the-go packets, and then you add them to water and you get zero of the carbonation, still all the great flavors.
That's awesome. So pre-made and canned as well. Obviously, just shake it up in a water bottle or just buy it prepackaged.
Absolutely.
Support your local Raze distributor, which is Mr. Bryce Johnson.
And don't forget, there are some links down below, and he is helping you out with a little bit of an introduction to you.
It is an ambassador special.
So it's exclusive. It's what
You're
it sounds
paying
like.
for
is.
his kids to go to college. Which, congratulations, you have one on the way, don't you?
I do, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
thank you. We
Yep,
are.
yep. So yeah, if you didn't want to support him before, just remember he's going to be a newfound dad. That's right. We are guilt tripping you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Support the children.
For only $10.
I need to afford diapers.
Yeah.
So this one is that great bubblegum, like I said.
This
Curious.
is going to be interesting.
Curious, right off the bat, you're like, bubblegum? I don't know if I want bubblegum. But then after you taste it, think about like today, right? When you got off work today and you got home and you sat in the backyard, you cracked one of these open. Think of that when you're sipping on this. This is going to be delicious.
Just like Big League Chew, like you said beforehand.
yeah.
Like seriously, like that is
Absolutely takes you back to when you got off your bike ride at your friend's house and you just opened it up, threw it in your mouth as you were walking in. It's that perfect just calmness, nothing over the top for flavor. It's just nice and smooth.
Talk about painting a picture.
No kidding. I feel like I'm a kid again. And I don't have any bills, and then snap back to reality.
Do you want to trade baseball cards later?
Yeah. Oh, do you see what's over there? We have a shit ton of baseball cards here.
I got about half of that probably.
Yeah. So our other channel, Rushmore Sports Addicts, we do the cracking of the boxes every once in a while. We actually just got a pretty sweet box in from Lobros Cards down in Georgia. They sent us some banger fucking packs. I got a couple Shohei Ohtani rookies, being an Angels fan. I felt like the boys got shit on because they're both Cardinals fans, and then I'm sitting here. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got like a Albert Pujols like second year card." Here's me with like 4 Shohei rookies and a fucking Mike Trout and a David Fletcher auto, and I'm like, yeah, great cards, guys. Shout out Lane and Sig, love you boys, but just talking that shit there. So
Sounds like you guys are gonna have to get a couple cases of this big league.
oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get a case of
Just
that
for card openings, man. I feel like it'd be the perfect rendition.
Yeah, we will
All right,
definitely be picking up that, supporting the brand after this year.
Absolutely, man. So Apollo, this one's supposed to taste like the original Bomb Pop, right? So when you were a kid, run to the ice cream truck, original Bomb Pop. That's what this is Pribble's favorite.
I love it.
I just think of this. I think of the perfect 4th of July, which is the Sandlot 4th of July.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so
look at this
many-
can, dude.
Yep. So
Look at
many
this can.
fireworks going off. You can play baseball at night. You pop one of these because your mom's letting you stay up past midnight. You're down at the lot. That's perfect. I can envision it now.
It's the best drink to take right before you run away from the dog that stole your ball.
Yeah.
And like Pribbs was saying, this goes absolutely wonderfully with white rum.
Yeah, 100%.
And it doesn't even have to be top shelf, man. You can bottom shelf this.
You can Ron Diaz that motherfucker.
You can Ron Diaz white rum. Absolutely delicious.
I'm trying to think of the other white rums that are bottom shelf. It's been so long. I remember ramen and OJ, but I do not remember the
Sailor
bottom
Jerry.
shelf. Yeah, I did not remember the bottom shelf. The only thing that still gets me is Kharkov. It's like a fucking non
Phillips.
Yep. Oh god.
Ugh.
Burnett's.
Dude.
Oh, lemon burnett's.
Lemon. Oh my god. Yep.
The worst.
Or fucking 99 shots. I
Blue
still know
U-
people who like chase 99 shooters and stuff like that. I'm
How
like,
about that
"God damn."
UV blue? Are you 21 yet?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to a high school
No,
party and I need a handle of something for $12. What do you get?
UV blue.
Yep, UV blue. We
Then
used to-
you don't have to
Wanted
buy
be
mixers.
bougie was Mad Dog 2020, all right?
Oh shit.
You see, they're making that in cans now.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, they're making Mad Dog 2020 in cans and all the same great flavors. It's crazy. It's absolutely
yeah,
crazy.
Emphasis on the great, apparently,
Great
or
flavors.
asterisks.
Oh, well, it was wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, wine and beer, or like what was it? We used to drink juice, Joose, juice.
Yep.
Four Locos.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
god.
You had 2 of those and you don't remember what happened.
Yeah, I had a 21-year-old roommate when I was 18. Shout out Chris Medina, supporter of the show here. And Chris would buy us booze all the time, but like we lived right down the street from Prairie Market, so we had certain selections available to us, and safe to say juices were on sale quite often. So what did our poor asses get to drink? Yeah, and it's like you bop 2 of those, and whew.
Yeah, but what was your favorite juice?
Actually, I got acclimated to the grape, which was
Grape?
really fucking weird. Yeah, I got acclimated to the
Did you-
grape. I didn't think I'd like it at all.
Did you ever actually look at like the alcohol, the ABV of the juices?
It's literally like 9%.
Watermelon was 13.5.
Fuck.
We used to go
That's literally a
drink
glass of
water.
wine in a 24-ounce bottle right there.
Dude,
Like 3 glasses of wine.
watermelon, and then fruit punch was right under it. I think at like 13 or 12. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah,
It was
gonna
so
say-
long ago. I haven't touched those things in so long.
I know, like I'm like harkening back to when I was
Takes us
19
back
years
to your
old.
first apartment.
That was bad. So how was the Apollo?
I love the Apollo.
We
Like
kind of
you
got
said,
talking.
Bomb pop.
Yeah, no, the Apollo is by far my favorite flavor. I will buy an entire case of that at a time, and it doesn't last me very long at all. So I mean, that's my favorite.
And
by
being in
far.
the cracking car industry, yeah.
What?
I mean, I literally have just like a mini fridge in my office now. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I literally bought a case, and I'm just like, nah, I want to throw out these monsters now and just get a case of Razes.
Do it up.
Yeah,
they hit harder. There's no crash to them, so like you don't die off halfway through the day. That's really nice.
No, yeah, because those ones, it's like they hit you up, and then it's just like, well, bam, but they were cheap at Sam's Club. I made bad decisions that day, so I was just like, fuck it, I need drinks, and then, yeah.
All right, so this is the last one. Well, other than the one you already drank. This is the
Slammed
last one.
it.
Strawberry colada. Right off the bat, my first thought was this is going to be my most hated Raze flavor. Why? I don't think anything should be creamy in an energy drink. Right off the bat, I was like, it's supposed to be strawberries and cream.
Creamy carbonation.
Really concerned. Popped one open. Took first sip. I was like, hold on a minute. This isn't over the top creamy. This is like coconutty smooth.
I think that's what you need in this drink. I'm excited to try it. So let's see how the cream soothes our throats here. You know it right away. Yep. It's like, because I was expecting it. I'm like, no, you don't feel it until like the exact back of your tongue too. Like it doesn't kick in until the end. You get that rush of strawberry at the beginning. It's still crisp.
Yep.
It's still refreshing. And the thing I like about these is there's nothing overwhelming about it. Like I'd say probably my second favorite, like, because Raze is definitely at the top right there now, but my second favorite, like, Zoas are decent, but like they're too overwhelming at certain points. Like some of them are either too crisp, or the pineapple coconut is great, but it's like it's a little bit too sweet on the coconut end. Like this one just levels straight back out the end there.
Exactly. Like I said, I was super concerned, but then after that, it's just like, no, I can't hate any of these flavors. I've had all of them, and like Purds was saying before the show, Voodoo. We were talking about it. Like I got 3 cases of Voodoo sitting in my house, and that's it right now. Like normally I'm sitting on over 100 cases. I got 3 cases of Voodoo. That's low stock for me. And Prebz is like, I'm just gonna buy them all up.
I don't even care. The Voodoo is another one of my Apollo and Voodoo are like my 2 go-tos, followed by the Guava Mango. Those are like my impulsive ones to go to. The White Phantom at first was kind of there, but as I got more acclimated to the flavors, those are my top 3 by far.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the Voodoo is supposed to be like a Fanta, an orange Fanta and cream. So it's got that nice coconutty at the end, sort of like this.
It's kind of like the Orange Rockstar.
It is.
Okay.
It is like Orange Rockstar. Not to
Yeah.
bring up another
Yeah.
energy
but
drink,
like
but
Orange Star of the Rock, yes.
But it's just the better version. I mean,
Yeah.
if we really want to get into it.
I was about to say I do like the Rockstar Recovery Orange. So Voodoo might be having this when you get it back in stock. Might have to take a look at that.
I'll give you one. It's fine.
Oh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, because these are all fantastic. It is hard to rank them.
yeah.
But we are going to regardless. So obviously we'll save the reps ranking for last here. Mr. Pribble, why don't you go ahead and start off with how would you rank these? Obviously you said probably out of them the Apollo is your favorite. Let's start with if you had to pick a bastard child, which one is it?
Do you want to just grab the list so it's easier? It's visually easier for you to assess your situation.
Yeah,
and remember that there's 2 flavors that aren't even on there right now.
I know. So I'm going to say, like, looking at the list and looking at what I've kind of worked with, you know, probably the backdrop for me personally, the Galaxy's probably my least favorite. They taste great. I will still drink one if it's put in front of me. In fact, if I need to, I would still justify the price to buy one. But because of how great all of their flavors are, there's really not one that isn't worth buying. So if I had to pick my least favorite of them, it's going to probably be the Galaxy Burst. As far as the next one in line, it's just tough. I don't know. I mean, me having tasted a couple other ones,
let's just do top 3 and then your bastard child.
All right. So top 3 then is going to be the Apollo, along with the guava mango, and then because I just got introduced to this one, I hadn't had it yet. The beach one is going to be my new favorite. So what's the name of that one now?
South Beach.
Yeah, South Beach. So that South Beach really is man, that's good. That's a good. Holy
It's
cow.
like it's like a soft-hearted Miami hooker. It just kind of gets you right, but then tucks you into bed at night. Gets you all nice and sweet and sound, and then steals all your fucking money.
But then leaves you a note and chicken nuggets in the morning.
Yeah, at least a 10-piece.
You'll always remember it.
Yep. Maria, why have you done this to me?
All right, so now you don't really have the chance of trying all of these. You've tried 7 of the 12 flavors, so are you gonna be able to pick out a bastard child here?
Oh yeah, hands down. They're all fantastic. The Galaxy was the one that surprised me the least. I liked it. I like Nerd's Rope and everything. Once again, this is the bastard child in the best way, shape, and form. I loved all of them, but yeah, I can definitely rank these here because obviously there was some that were just like, oh, okay, it was surprising, and it's like, damn. So yeah, I'm going to start with the Galaxy. Like I said, it was good. It tastes like Nerd's Rope. None of these are overwhelming. None of these are too sweet. They have a great crispness to them without, really kicking you in the mouth. It's a great balance of everything. And then after that, I'd probably go the Apollo. I really like. Bomb Pop, I was never too much of a fan as a kid, but I always like one on occasion. So that would probably overall, just knowing what I like, probably be the next one on the list, but would rise in certain situations. Like when I'm craving a Bomb Pop, you just want a fucking Bomb Pop. After that, though, the Strawberry Colada was fantastic. I was surprised by it. It was a great taste, great smoothness to it. The great bubble gum probably comes right after that too. I don't know. I might switch that one in South Beach around a little bit. I'm really stuck between those two. The mango guava I knew that I would love, but Pribs, I'm sorry, but the strawberry lemonade, the one that I slammed the entire thing.
Just take it right in front.
Yep.
Just take it right in front.
Who's your king now?
So that's the only other one out of the 12 that I have not tried yet, and I will be hitting Bryce up for one of those as soon as I have one available to me. But
I thought about it halfway through. I'm like, I
I
should give him a little bit, and I'm like, not.
it was that good, huh?
That little finder's keeper is going to keep this one to yourself. No, so for me, just right out of the bat, my bastard child is sour gummies.
Okay.
Which, honestly, phenomenal flavor. The first Raze I ever tried was sour gummies. This is what got me in the door right there. Sour gummies, right? It's supposed
and in definition of a bastard child, you just kicked it out.
It's supposed to taste like melted down sour gummies. My problem with it is I drink it too often.
So overexposure.
It's overexposure for me. Like Pribs was saying with the Galaxy Burst, that was kind of like his go-to when he first started, and so it's just it's too much. So that's gonna be my bastard child. But yeah, so top 3, I'm definitely gonna have to put South Beach as my number 1. It's just the pineapple is too good. I understand people don't like coconut, but the pineapple is just too good.
Oh, it slapped in there. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Second, I shouldn't say the newest one because there is a new flavor that I don't have yet. It's on order. It's not here yet. But the newest one that I have, strawberry lemonade. Absolutely. It's just, I wish there was a little more tart, but that strawberry is just so perfect.
Oh,
Just so perfect. And then, of course, guava mango is number 3.
there we go from the man himself.
I have to give an honorable mention to one that isn't here today, but I totally saw the list and I'm like, oh, wait. There's one called the Baja Blast with a coconut finish. The
Baja Lime.
And it's so good.
Absolutely Baja Lime.
It's a definite honorable mention that I've got to bring up because that's another one of those like perfect flavors. It reminds me of Taco Bell for the fact that there's the Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Very, very similar, only it just as crisp.
God damn it! I really wish the Baja Blast one was here. It takes me back to 18 years old. Going on lunch at school, trying to cruise down 8th Street real fast. Obviously for you guys, it was probably West Main on the west side there, but trying to get to Taco Bell when I'm 21 years old. We're smoking the house out for ghosts, you know, and such. And everybody gets really hungry all of a sudden. You need to make a T-Bell run, and so 6 motherfuckers hop into somebody's car. The sober person drives. You guys go to Taco Bell and just order a piss ton of food. Oh, the memories. Taco Bell is always there for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they got that Baja Lime that they got. Absolutely delicious. It tastes like Baja Blast. Finishes with that coconut, similar to how that strawberry colada does. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Sold. So, links are going to be below. Once I find out how to do clickable links, they will probably be in the video too. I don't know. It's all a learning process for someone who's technologically challenged, let's say. So, a little TR'd here. So, but hey, slowly but surely I'm throwing bullshit in these videos and learning. So, yeah, I just throw GIFs and fucking memes in, and I'm just like, all right, dance, people. Enjoy the fucking product, all 12 of you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I really shouldn't shit on our listeners like that. We do have more than that, but you know, it's just it's fun to be the shitty podcast that no one listens to.
It's just us three re-listening to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was kind of fun.
No.
Yeah, it's Cole at gmail.com, ColeB@gmail.com.
Don't forget Outlook.
At Outlook.com. Oh, no. We're
AOL.
on these usernames, and then they're on AOL, Microsoft Outlook.
It's all the same username, though.
Yeah. I remember when I used to, like, pop it open, like, right away, like, with the podcast. It used to be the first one on YouTube, and then I'd fucking pop it open on Spotify. Now I edit the son of a bitch, all right? That is it. It goes out. I pull a Spotify playthrough, and then I just turn my volume down. It's like background noise. I'm like, I've listened to this thing literally, like, 15 times over trying to edit it. I'm like, yeah, we good. We good. I know my own show at this point. I said what I fucking said, all right?
All right, well, thanks again for having me on.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and as always, it was a pleasure, sitting down and BSing with you. And then as soon as you get those ones in again, I want to try some more. I got to keep going.
I'm hoping maybe late next week.
Awesome.
There we go. Hit up your local Raze dealer as well. Guys, thank you for joining me here once again for Fishing Elephant Media. For Beers and Bullshit, we are out.